There we go again, guys. There we go again. Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video. And just before getting into this video, I just want to give you a disclaimer. Because the gameplay that you're about to see today is a very high skill Fiora gameplay. But this is not something that I achieved over the night, okay? I want to share something with you guys. So take a look at my history. Just look at how many games of Fiora only I basically played just to make this video. It's a lot. And before this, I played even more. I already have a lot of games on Fiora, but I wanted to learn some new mechanics, like flash combos, doing the fast ultimate. So today's video, I just want to warn you, this is not going to be a beginner type of video. I have quite a lot of Fiora videos, so if you're very new to Fiora, I actually suggest you to leave this video, watch some of my other videos, and, then come back to this video. So in the beginning part of the video, I'm going to explain to you guys how to build Fiora. There's timestamps in the description to skip to the gameplay. Another thing, by the way, I made a tweet on Twitter. Of course, a tweet is made on Twitter. But I made a tweet with some goals that I have for 2022. So if you want to check out those goals, I'll put a link to the tweet in the description and in the top comment. You can give it a like, let me know what you think. And, it's just there if you want to check it out. So, how do you build Fiora? First item, always Trinity Force. This is what you want to go for. And your very first item, try to get a Sheen whenever you can. You start with this, start with the longsword. Can you shut up for a second, please? You start with the longsword, and then you go for the Sheen as fast as you can. Sheen is an insane power spike, because every time you use your first ability, you proc the Sheen. For the boots, make sure you get the basic boots, of course, after your Trinity Force. And then it depends. Do you want armor? Are you against a heavy attack damage comp? Boom, armor boots. Does the enemy have a lot of CC? There is a difference between a lot of different CC and just one major CC. For example, if you're only against an Ashe, you can block the CC with your second ability. If you're only against a Twisted Fate, you can block it with your second ability. But if you're against a Twisted Fate, an Ashe, I don't know, just all these types of CC heavy champions against a Jhin and everything like that, then you get the Mercury threats, because you're gonna need the tenacity. You only have your second ability once, and they actually nerfed the cooldown, so that's why Mercury threats are a bit more viable now. Glutinous Greaves, nah, you don't know. No. I used to go for this one on Fiora, but no, because you already have quite a lot of life vampirism. The 10% physical vamp from the Death Stance is amazing, and sometimes you can even get the Blade of the Rune King, which gives even more. Second item, come on, what's up? What's the problem? Second item, Death Stance, is pretty much always going to be a good item. This is going to buy you a lot of time, because the thing with Fiora is, if you have enough time to proc the vitals of your ultimate, you will destroy the enemy. Because if I can show you guys something, it's very important to proc all 4 vitals on Fiora's ultimate. So let me just quickly show you why. If we can find... okay. So, obviously, hitting a vital deals percentage HP damage. But the ultimate, on top of the percentage of their HP, if you hit all 4 vitals, you'll deal bonus true damage. As you can see, striking all 4 vitals deals 10% max health true damage. When you get more attack damage, in the late game, this passive actually nearly deals 40% of their max health. That's right, 40% in the late game. So that is why, if you can buy yourself some time, proc that ultimate, because if you proc the ultimate, if you hit the enemy 4 times, or if you kill the enemy with the ultimate, it's gonna create a healing aura for you and your teammates, and then pretty much you have a huge advantage in a team fight position. So that's why the Death Stance is just, I'm trying to tell you guys the thought process behind the Death Stance. Third item, Starrick's Cage. I'm just giving you guys a general build here. I'm gonna talk about the situational items after the general build. So, if you have no idea what to build, you go for the Death Stance, Starrick's Cage, Guardian Angel, and the last item, Blade of the Rune King. This is always gonna be a good build. But let me tell you about some situational items. So after your Trinity Force, the funny thing is your build already becomes situational. That's kind of the problem, but that's why I give you guys this standard build, which is always going to be good. So situational items can be things like a Yumo's Ghostplate. Yumo's Ghostplate is really good as your second item if you're dominating the early game. If you're like 3 or 4-0 in the early game, and if the enemy has champions that are a bit hard to catch up to, you can actually opt to build a Yumo's Ghostplate. Only if you're snowballing. Otherwise, Death Stance, guys. Maw of Marmortius is an amazing item. This is a replacement for Starix gauge if you go for it. If the enemy has a lot of magic damage, don't go for the Starix gauge, go for the Maw of Mormortius. And see, the beauty of Maw of Mormortius is, when you get under 35% HP, you get a shield that absorbs 350 magic damage, yes, but also Life Grip. Let me show you this. Triggering Lifeline grants 30 attack damage, 10% physical vamp, and 10% magical vamp. Bonus damage and bonus vampirism. So you want to continuously fight if you have that Maw of Mormortius. It's going to make you very strong until exiting combat. That's the beauty of the item. It's so amazing. Blade Rune King, you can actually get this one a bit earlier if you have to chunk down tanks. If you have to chunk down tanks, get the Blade Rune King as your second or your third item, because this is going to help you chunk down those tanks. You're going to deal melee attacks, deal 9% of their current HP. And you're also going to get that, you're going to steal their movement speed, which is a little bit... Ah, you took a crap on my... No! Wait, 1 second, guys. Man, why? No! I'm sorry, it's a bit awkward, but let's continue the video. What was I talking about? Yes, so there is another situational item, which is the Cerulah's Grudge. Now let me tell you about the Cerulah's Grudge. Cerulah's Grudge is really good if the enemy has a lot of armor. See, not necessarily against tanks. I mean, of course it's good against tanks, but what I'm trying to say is if the enemy just has a lot of armor, you know, if the enemy Jhin has a Guardian Angel and armor boots and the mid laner also has armor and everything like that, even though if it's a little bit of armor, Cerulah's Grudge is going to be amazing against those champions because you're going to penetrate the armor. And a little bonus, your first ability is going to slow the enemy by 30% for 1 second. And your first ability in the late game has a cooldown of like 3 seconds. So you're constantly going to be slowing the enemy. So if you want more damage, and if the enemy has a lot of armor, you can actually get the Cerulah's Grudge as your third or fourth item. I've tried the With's End, and it's good, but Maw of Mormortius is better. So With's End is good, but Maw of Mormortius is better. Guardian Angel, of course, it's just always a good item on Fiora. When the enemy has attack damage and you want the Guardian Angel, you get the Guardian Angel, right? If the enemy has a lot of magic damage, you can actually get the Maw of Mormortius and a Force of Nature. You can also stack the Force of Nature, but only do this if the enemy doesn't have a lot of attack damage presence. For the runes, you want to go for Conqueror. So I pretty much always used to go for Grasp of the Undying. And this is a good rune. I'm not saying it's bad. But Conqueror honestly feels way better. It's much better in those all-in engages. Because you're going to be stacking up the Conqueror. You know, you're going to fight. You're going to stack up the Conqueror. Your ultimate is going to deal more damage and everything like that. So just a very, very solid rune on Fiora. Second rune, you go for Brutal. You know, for the early game. This is really good early game. No, again, I used to go for Champion on Fiora. I really used to go for Champion, but 8% damage, you know, it's meh. And Brutal also allows you to do more damage to turrets and minions and everything like that. So that's why I really like Brutal. You don't need a Hunter Vampirism, by the way, and the reason is that you already have enough Vampirism. So just go for the Brutal. Third rune, you either go for the Adaptive Carapace or Bone Plating. You go for the Bone Plating against champions like Gragas, because Gragas likes to do his full burst combo, or against champions like Darius or Teemo. Against Teemo, always get a Bone Plating, guys, because the combo of Teemo is basic attack first ability and then other stuff. You're gonna be blocking a lot of damage from that combo, right? So Bone Plating against those types of champions. Hunter Titan if you're against a lot of CC. Like if you're really against a lot of CC, you go for Hunter Titan. Fourth rune, Sweet Tooth, because Sweet Tooth is broken. Or you can go for the Mastermind. If you really want to be playing split push Fiora, you can actually go for Mastermind. Really, really solid rune on Fiora. And for your spots, you go for Ignite and Flash. So enough about the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. I'm gonna bring my bird away. 1 second, guys. I think she wants to go away. Give me a sec. Alright, so on to the gameplay. First of all, you know, doing a skin giveaway, I'm gonna pick 15 winners to get a free skin tomorrow. So all you have to do to enter is put down a comment under this video, and I'm gonna do a new giveaway in January as well. So first of all, if you really want to get good at Fiora, first of all, okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys, it's not easy. First of all, you have to do, play an insane amount of Fiora games. Insane, like 50 games is not enough, 100 games is not enough. 150. You probably need around 200 games to fully master Fiora. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I haven't even fully mastered Fiora yet. So, behind this game, there is a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and inting. Okay? It's not like I got this good at Fiora overnight. Look at how well I'm proccing the vitals right now. This is the payoff that you get for playing an insane amount of Fiora. So what else do I recommend you guys to do? Hop into a practice match. I did this as well many times. Hop into a practice match and practice hitting vitals. Put down a dummy in the middle and practice. Try to do combos. Use your ultimate. Try to proc your ultimate as fast as you can. And another thing, try to learn flash combos with Fiora. You can actually combo Fiora's first ability with a flash, which I believe I will do quite often in this game. This is a devastating combo. Like, if there is a vital behind the enemy, you can actually proc it with your flash and the enemy will never see it coming. Never. You will instantly proc it and you will destroy the enemy. This combo, again, is insanely hard to do. You have to do it in practice mode, otherwise you won't get the hang of it. And still to this day, I fail the combo around 30% of the times. So my success rate is only around 70%, which is not a lot, you know? It's a flash combo, and failing it literally means wasting your flash. So after all my practicing and everything, oh, what a beautiful block, look at that. Boom. There it is! There it is, did you see that? Oh, let's look at it again. Let's look at it again. Let's look at that again. There is the flash combo that I talked about. Look at it, just look at it. First of all, this was beautiful, but let's take a look at the flash combo. Look, the Vital was behind him. Boom! Yes, what a beautiful combo. Oh my god. Did you see that? He's probably like, what? What just happened? How did I die? If you wanna reach this as your Fiora, practice in practice mode. Like, I can give you all these dumb tips about, try to position yourself, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it all works. But what works the best is practice. Hop into a practice match, and I know you don't want to do it. I know you're like, nah, I don't need it. I'll just do it in a ranked match. No. You suck. I suck. We both need practice mode. Okay? That's the harsh reality. We both suck. But if you go into a practice mode, you're not gonna suck. Well, you're still gonna suck, but after 50 games or so, you are gonna master the combo. Like, and once you do master the combo, it is so rewarding. Like, you'll become an insanely good Fiora, like next level, you know? There's basically a difference between let's see this all in. Boom, boom. Oh, he flashed away. I blocked the ultimate. Oh my god, look at this. Just look at this. Okay, let me tell you what happened. Because this is like the pinnacle of Fiora gameplay right here. So again, I'm gonna repeat. There's many inting games behind this. Many. Don't think this is like my first Fiora game or something, okay? Don't think that. It's like I just don't wanna set a wrong example of something, right? This takes a lot of practice, a lot of playing, a lot of practice. So what the hell happened there? I engaged on the Gragas. I did a really good ultimate. But Gragas instantly flashed out of it, which was a good decision by him, right? He then ignited me, and then I was at a low amount of HP. I knew that he was gonna ult. I was basically ready with my second ability. He then ulted, you know, you can see the animation. You have to have a pretty fast reaction to it, but yeah, what should I say? Just have a fast reaction. And then I blocked his ultimate with my second ability, and I pointed it towards him. I stunned him, I procced a Vital of my ultimate, then I engaged on him, and I procced every single Vital, executing him. Just perfect. That was perfect. Let's take a look at this. I'm being a little too aggressive here. Oh, that stun was beautiful though. I blocked some CC. Easy kill on the Kazakhs. I went a little too deep there. Not really what you want to do on a Fiora. Because in a 1 versus 4 situation like that, Fiora sucks, okay? Fiora wants to single out the champion. So whenever you find a vulnerable champion that you can single out... Oh, I screwed up. Yep. This is what I mean, like... You don't want to be positioning yourself as I did right here. This was a terrible mistake. What do I say? I just went in 1 versus 3. I got hooked by the Thresh and I just got destroyed. You know, I literally got destroyed. And another problem of Fiora is, once you get CC'd and you get CC chained, and for the people that don't know what I'm talking about, is if you get stunned and then rooted and then stunned again and then, you know, he stole it. What an amazing jungler. So if you get chained, you can actually not use your second ability when you're already stunned. So that's why I died right there. Let's take a look. I go on the Orianna because she's super fat. Boom. Nice. I got the 600 gold shutdown right there. That's what I mean. You have to single out a champion in a team fight position. Like, I singled out the Orianna right there. So I got the shutdown and I'm even escaping. That's what you want to do as a Fiora. You want to be a sneaky little Fiora and single out champions. Come on. I would have actually escaped if he didn't flash. And yeah, kill the important champions. So the later we get into the game, the stronger Fiora gets. That's the beauty of her. I mean, of course, it's going to be hard to fight at a team fight position, but your ultimate is going to become super strong. And it's going to be incredibly rewarding if you are able to proc every single vital of the ultimate. It becomes exponentially more rewarding, because as I said, in the early game your ultimate only deals around 10-15% of their max health if you proc it all, but in the late game it's almost 40% of their max health true damage. So if they only have 40% remaining health, you will literally execute them with that last proc of your ultimate. That's what it does, guys. So really important, proccing all the vitals of the ultimate. And I know it is hard, guys. I know, trust me, I know. I want to dive him here. It's a good moment to dive, but there is a random Orianna. She actually just flashes away. But she should be dead. Oh my god. Yeah, she's dead. I mean, I didn't even use my ultimate, but it's fine. Like, she flashed away. And a thing with Fiora is as well, don't be afraid of flashes when you use your ultimate. Because it's actually worth if the enemy flashes away when you use your ultimate. In the early game, the cooldown of your ultimate is around 50 seconds. Cooldown of a flash is 2.5 minutes. In the late game, nice. In the late game, the cooldown of your ultimate is even lower. I believe the cooldown of your ultimate is around 25 seconds, 30 seconds in the late game. So, of course, if the enemy uses their flash, totally worth it. You're just gonna ult again, right? So, about your ultimate, just use it. You know, just use it. To get good at Fiora, just use it, and later on you'll understand when the best moments are to use it. Another tip, by the way. Oh yeah, guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you give it a like. You know, these project videos, they cost me like $15 each, but I don't care. You know, I'm just making good content right there for you guys. I'm also gonna be giving the skins away. Like, we're gonna be sitting here doing this. Oh man. Okay, what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah. Before using your ultimate, it's actually, you'll do the most damage if you proc a vital and then use your ultimate. For example, if there is an enemy in front of you and there is an easy vital to proc, don't immediately use your ultimate. Proc the vital first, then use your ultimate. That way, you're effectively going to be able to proc 5 vitals, and then on top of that, you're going to deal the bonus true damage of the ultimate, compared to only doing 4 vitals. Of course, you're going to be dealing a lot more damage, right? So, if you can, proc a vital and then use your ultimate, okay? If you can. Yeah, I'm stealing the red buff. I pushed the turret, stole red buff. I'm doing what Fiora has to do, by the way. The playstyle that you have as a Fiora is a split pusher. You know, although she's decent in team fights, although she's decent at catching out in team fights, she's insanely powerful at split pushing. So, as you saw there, I just took a turret, took the red buff, backported, bought my item, 2 item power spike, and now I'm rotating to the dragon. You don't just want to be sticking around with your teammates. You wanna split push, apply pressure on them, because you pretty much win every single 1 versus 1, as long as you're not super behind. So I can win every 1v1 in this game right now. Another thing, which enchantment to go for. Protobelt is a very aggressive enchantment. Protobelt can actually proc your vitals as well, if you didn't know that. Teleport is one that's really good if you're split pushing. So you have to decide yourself, do I want to split push a lot, or do I want to be even more aggressive? Look, there he is. I tried to proc the vital, but I actually failed. Boom and boom. Easy peasy kill. Singling out a champion allows you to get easy kills. Oh, I screwed up. Nice, that was good though. I blocked some CC right there. Yeah. Unfortunately, our twin Namer died. I couldn't really do anything there. I did what I had to do. Soloed the Orianna, doing what Fiora is good at. That's all I could do right there, unfortunately, because my team was not around anymore. So, yeah. Here I was looking. Okay, do I want to get a Sterix Gauge? I'm not sure what I decided, because we're against the Gragas, we're against an Orianna. You know, we're against a lot of ability power, so perhaps in this game... What the hell is Ari doing? She completely missed her charm. Perhaps in this game I should go for the Maw of Marmortius. Now I don't remember whether or not I did it, but that's what your thought process has to be. To decide between Starrick's Gauge and Maw of Marmortius, because these are the... You want to get at least one of the items, like that, at least one of them. So I'm saying at least, but I mean maximum one of them. But you want to get the item. You want to either get Maw of Marmortius or Starrick's Gauge, because it's such an amazing item on Fiora. Both items buy a lot of time for you, and they buy a lot of time, allowing you to proc that ultimate, right? That's the whole point of it, really. Now, a little problem that Fiora has after nerf is the cooldown of the second ability, because it got nerfed and you... Oh god, what's happening? I don't understand how Gragas is on a killing spree. I completely destroyed the Gragas. I completely destroyed him in the lane. Here I just have to chill. I can't do anything. Fiora cannot do anything in a situation like this. If the enemy is applying pressure with like 3 or 4 champions and you're alone, you cannot even defend. You just have to back off, unfortunately. This is a thing that Fiora cannot do, sadly. I'm coming here. Let's see, I go on the Orianna, I can single her out. Look at that, just with the Proto Belt, you can proc the ultimate so fast. Did you see that? I pretty much procced 3 vitals in like half a second right there. And I one-shotted the Orianna. Oh my god, this guy's going crazy. I'm trying to help him, but I can't really, yeah. If I would have gone in, Gragas' ultimate would have killed me right there. So yeah. But when you use your ultimate, you can either initiate with your first ability, or with the Proto Belt. As I said, Proto Belt procs your vitals as well. So you can actually engage with a Proto Belt, then basic attack another vital, and then use your first ability to another vital. You can do all this in like 0.3, 0.4 seconds, by the way. You can do it, yes. Again, if you want to get real good at this, practice mode is your big friend. You know, I'm not going to be giving you some dumb advices on, yeah, you have to put your finger like this and do this, blah, blah, blah. No, you have to figure it out yourself how you do it, okay? Practice mode. If you haven't noticed already, I'm trying to tell you guys to hop into practice mode to get real good at Fiora, you know? Yeah, I know what I'm talking about with all these champions, because I play, like, before I make my videos, this is like some behind the scenes stuff. I actually played like 15 hours of Fiora just for this video. It was very stressful because I didn't even enjoy playing anymore, to be honest. I just wanted to give you guys a really good video, you know, because I don't want to be making the standard Fiora video saying, look at that, boom, boom, and boom, he's dead. I didn't do the combo too well, but it was okay because he was dead anyways. So that's why I can tell you what you really have to do on certain champions. And that's why I'm saying that it's an absolute necessity to hop into practice mode with Fiora and practice the flash combo with your first ability and your ultimate. Proccing your ultimate fast and the flash combos. If you are good at these 2 things, you've pretty much done half of the work of Fiora. This is already half of the work on Fiora. And trust me, half of the work on Fiora is a lot, because Fiora takes a lot of work to get good at. So yeah. Oh, it's always a bit dangerous to do Barons and Dragons against the Gragas, a full AP Gragas, because Gragas can actually outsmite junglers if you didn't know already. If Gragas uses his first ability and lets it lay for 3 seconds, and then on top of that throws his ultimate, he can deal like 1,500 damage. Also, Gragas' full combo with his first ability, second ability, third ability deals around 2,000 damage in the late game. So always be careful against champions like a Gragas, Jhin, Jinx even. These types of champions can actually steal objectives. Not easily, but they can steal objectives from your jungler. So always be wary against those types of champions. Perhaps it was not the best call to do the Baron there, because, you know, you saw there, if the Gragas did his combo a little better, he would have stolen it. So, you know, it's a bit questionable whether or not you should do a Baron like that. It's much better to just bait the enemy. I don't know what my team is doing, by the way. Bait the enemy and then just fight. Look at how fast Fiora takes turrets, by the way. It's like nothing. So you want to be utilizing that as well, the pushing power, of course. Flash combo again. Did you see that? Did you see that flash combo? Instantly on top of her with the first ability. Instantly. And although I didn't proc a vital, it was still amazing because she didn't have any time to react right there. I can't really push. I really want to push this turret, but it's a bit hard. Yeah. It's a bit hard. Like, I wasted my second ability as well. I just have to disengage, unfortunately. I cannot push the inhibited turret. But I'm not just gonna leave like this. I'm gonna take the blue buff as well. Fiora is also pretty fast at taking the enemy jungle. Not the fastest, like I'm not telling you guys Fiora is the fastest, but as you can see, pretty... Oh, nice, pretty fast. Block it? If he engaged on me, I would have blocked it, and I would have killed him, so... He knew that was the case, so he was like, nah, I'm not gonna engage. I'll just leave this Fiora alone. By the way, if you missed it, I made some goals for 2022 on Twitter. I put a link to it in the description and in the top comment. If you want to check out those goals, you know, there's a link to it, to my Twitter. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on them. You know, see what you have to say. So yeah, just putting that out. No! So, I cannot go for the Moth Marmortius because I have a Starix gauge. In here, I was even implying it in this game. I should have probably gone for a Moth Marmortius in this game because Gragas and Orianna are dealing a lot of damage. So, and also Thresh deals deals magic damage. So, perhaps a bit of a mistake to go for Starix gauge in this game. I should have gone for the Moth Marmortius. Would have been much better. I mean, he's just dead. Don't know what they're doing, to be honest. It's a bit weird. It's completely overextending. We can't really push either. Again, Fiora is not good at applying pressure on turrets because, yeah, Orianna's just gonna destroy me. Orianna's actually dealing a lot of damage. Wow. One of her combos just dealt like 600 damage to me, but my death stance delayed the damage. Yeah, I'm taking Django as well. I can use my abilities freely because I have a blue buff, right? No, be careful. Again, what is happening? Why is Tryndamere going so deep? Fiora struggles in situations like this, guys. Oh, that was a nice stun though. It's funny because the Gragas actually saved my ass there. He ulted me away from the fight, otherwise I would have probably died. Yeah, like Fiora cannot do anything in a situation like that. If you just jump in 1 versus 5, Fiora is not going to do anything because it's going to be super chaotic. You're not going to be able to follow the vitals of the enemy. You're not going to be able to follow the appropriate enemy with your ultimate. It's just not what you want to do, guys. You want to single out the champion. Why did he just take the blue buff? I swear, like, some people make me so mad. Why the hell did the Caitlyn, that's like 2-8, take the blue buff from a Fiora? Like, look at him. He's 3-8. He takes my blue buff. He's almost 2 levels behind me. Why does he take the blue buff? Like, come on, bro. I'm literally carrying your ass. Why would you take the blue buff? And as you can see, zero toxicity. I'm not saying anything because that's also one of the goals that I set to myself on Twitter, which is zero, absolute zero toxicity in game throughout the whole year. So not even telling someone to go, you know, whatever, just zero toxicity. I want to change that about myself. You know, I'm already doing pretty good with toxicity, but I want to make it zero toxicity. Just like my YouTube channel, child friendly, I want to be child friendly in game as well, 100%. So yeah, that's why you're seeing me not saying anything that's bad. Even though I should have probably said it to him, but no, it's not good, guys. If you have negative energy, don't even use it. Only positive energy. Think that's how I'm trying to think about it right now. Again, they take my blue buff. Why do you take the blue buff? Yeah. What I'm doing here, by the way, is I'm looking for the Kha'Zix. I thought that the Kha'Zix was like hiding somewhere, but no, he just I don't know what he did. So enemy junglers, when your team does the Elder Dragon like that, what they can do is they can actually hide. Oh, look at that. Boom. They can actually hide and then come from behind and try to steal it. It's really dangerous. Boom, proccing the Vital behind him. And boom. That's a quadra kill, but I don't know why the game didn't give me a quadra kill. Why did the game not give me a quadra kill? Yes, what the hell? That was like totally a quadra kill. Oh, and I was legendary. Let's go, guys. What an amazing Fiora video this was. I really hope I helped you guys, you know, master Fiora, because this is not a beginner Fiora guide. I only talked about more advanced stuff on Fiora in this video, but I mentioned that in the beginning part of this video. So yeah, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's take a look at how much damage I did and everything like that. Pretty good, pretty good. Fiora doesn't deal the most damage, but Fiora deals effective damage. You know, she destroys an enemy 1 versus 1. And yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys next year. Bye bye.